Levi here from Nelson Outdoor Adventures. Today I'm going to give y'all a tour of the Happy Holiday Campground. I'm going to give you a daytime tour, and then later in the video I'll give you a nighttime tour with all the Christmas lights. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so this is the outer road on the campground. A bunch of RV sites there. And we got a bathhouse over here, closed down for the winter. There's only one open right now. So, anyways, that one's closed. More camper sites over here. A bunch of tent spots. More tent spots. RV spots. Cabins. They have it all over here, and for cheap prices. So it's pretty nice. Garbage disposal. More tent sites. A creek over on the edge here. More tents. There's the river. Now as we go up this side here of the campground, you'll see all the lights around the pond. We should, hold on. There's lights. There's an arch that we'll come visit later when it's all lit up and nice. But anyways, if we continue down this way, it's a nice pond, a bunch of ducks. And they have pretty good Christmas decorations here. So if we continue on our way here, we have a playground. We have a pool. And during the summertime, that over there is a water pad for the kids. There's the bridge. Over there's the karaoke. And sometimes the cornhole thing. Anyways. We'll do it farther this way. You'll see more sites. More camper sites. More camper sites. More camper sites. A big rock. Another camper. Here's some cabins up yonder way. Just a bunch of areas over there. There's a basketball court. And just more campsites all around. And that over there. Oh, let me get you closer. Okay, so that bathhouse is closed. But that bathhouse over there is the only one open during the wintertime. Anyways, that concludes our day tour. catch you on the night one. Okay, Levi here from Nelson Outdoor Adventures, and I'm gonna do the special nighttime tour of the campground with all the Christmas lights. Anyways, let's get into it. There's lots of beautiful lights around the lake here. As you can see, a bunch of ducks in the middle of the pond. Right here we have a reindeer with a Santa Claus hat on. Right here we have we have an arch right here, but it ain't got no lights on it. And then we got more lights around the lake here. There's a duck. A dinosaur. Christmas tree. What seems to be another dinosaur. Lights on the pool rim. Another dinosaur. Trees around the lake. The bridge. Has some over here next to the lobby. Pretty nice. Very nice arch there. Somebody's yard that have lights. And we have some candy canes here. Okay. And that concludes our nighttime. We got a little tiny one.
That's a little baby, little spikes, and that's a big one right there. Go!